Thank you, John and April. I'm so happy to be here today. And I'm here today with Ann Voscamp, author of 1,000 Gifts, author of The Gift. And today, this book, we're going to talk about unwrapping the greatest gift, a family celebration of Christmas. So great to have you here today, Ann.
It's a joy.
And you just did a wonderful interview with Moira a few minutes ago. I feel like with you, when I read your books, that the destination is important, but the journey, how you get there, is really significant. And I feel like this book is just a beautiful journey for families.
A tangible journey. I wanted the kids to have something to hold in their hands and to really hang their hearts on.
Yes, and in Moira's interview, you mentioned that sometimes on Christmas morning, on December 25th, we wake up and we just have lost context of what we're even celebrating. So I feel like this book for families is just, it's a gift for families that's going to just take them just on a beautiful journey together. So I thought it would be fun just to show a few things that are in your book, because there's lots of great creative ideas. And one thing too that I really liked is I presented here a few of the more visual ideas, but a lot of them are really simple too.
Simple.
It's not overwhelming.
Moms don't need anything that's more overwhelming. They don't already too much with Christmas feel like a failure.
Yes.
And I want people to feel like a reason to rejoice,
Yes.
a reason to celebrate with their children, and for their children to be excited about who is coming.
Yes, for sure. So let's start with the Jessie Tree, and you and Moira did talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But explain to us what the Jessie Tree
What the Jessie Tree is. Okay, it is a tradition that comes back from the Middle Ages, so hundreds of years of people going ahead and saying, okay, at Christmas time, we're going to get the context of who is coming. So starting in Genesis, all the way through the Old Testament, hitting all the high points, like the most epic, grandest, majestic story ever told. So when Christmas comes, you understand who has come, the fulfillment of all of these prophecies. So last year we released The Greatest Gift, which was Christmas for adults, because as moms, too much of the time, as parents, we go ahead and we make Christmas for our children, and do we have Christmas for ourselves? So this was the quiet time for Christmas for ourselves. So you read each of the devotions, December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, all the way through to December 25th, read the scripture, the devotional, and then you could free download the ornaments that you can hang on the tree. So that you actually entered into the story and had this visual of this unwrapping a full love story of Christmas. So then with unwrapping the greatest gift for children, we had all these families that were reading this book for their children. We thought, oh, let's make this colorful and fun and wonderful for kids. So if you go to thegreatestchristmas.com, you can download for each of the day's readings coloring sheets for the kids to color, so it really sticks in their minds, and it comes in different sizes so they can hang up their own colored ornaments. They really take ownership for Jesus has grafted me into the story. This is my story of redemption. This is my family tree where Jesus comes and gives himself to me and takes me, and he is the greatest gift. So for kids to go ahead and have,
Hold up.
Yes, December 4th, God's tears, Noah found favor with the Lord. So as God feels pain for the world through the ark, we also see that Jesus is that ark. We get into Jesus and he saves us. So each of the stories, as you read through for the month of December, all are pointing to Jesus. So when you get to Jesus on Christmas morning, you have the great excitement because you have the context of the whole Christmas tree, Jesus' family tree.
Yes, and you also say in your book that like Jesus' family tree is like, we're part, as believers, we're part of his family tree, right?
This
so
is
it's our own
story.
Yes.
This is our story. We've been doing this as a family for the last 10 years, and our kids loved every year to go ahead and hit all the high points of the Old Testament all over again, because this is us really going ahead and saying, I don't need the materialism and the consumerism that just seems to, this vortex that sucks us in, but to get really excited about what is Christmas about, this upside down kind of Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's great. So families can be really creative. They can create their own tree, personalize it to
and
their family.
sometimes they do a little tree, sometimes they do the big tree, sometimes they do a banner. Churches go ahead and they have all the kids color and make a big Christmas tree. So for the families to make it just their own and easy.
Yes, and a friend of mine is doing this, and her family is getting all their ornaments ready before December 1st.
Exactly.
so
when
that
you start,
you don't exactly, you don't get off course.
Here, the kids just color while I read out loud, right?
Yes. So I was just going to point out a few other activities. I really loved this one about growing during Advent. Plant some seeds and watch them grow. What does that represent?
So come December the 1st, we had these pots that we would put out with for the children with dirt in it and a little bowl of seeds. And every time during December, as they went ahead and did one of these ideas to go ahead and make themselves a gift, bless other people, do a kind act. They would plant a seed and water so that they can see this shoot growing. So come Christmas Eve, they can take this little bunch of wheat and put it in the manger as their gift to baby Jesus, so that when we give to the least of these, when I give myself away, I'm actually giving to Jesus. So it's this tangible way to say, how am I going ahead and focusing on others this Christmas and loving, being the hands and feet of Jesus. And the excitement every year at Christmas Eve to say, look, I get to go ahead and put this in the manger.
Yes, that's beautiful. And to me too, it just showed of growth.
It's
because you're just growing as a family and learning about
Exactly.
the greatest
And in the
gift.
midst of all of that snow falling,
Yes,
you've got
there's
that
life.
green growth growing in our
Yes.
hearts too.
Yes. There's a couple activities as well in the book where you do something for others.
Yes.
So how does that tie into our Advent?
For us as a family, the most exciting thing has been, how do we go ahead and give gifts to all of the neighbors? And I think too often we think that children really want something for Christmas. Scripture tells us it's far better to give than to receive, and to see the excitement for children to go ahead and make those small little packages. For us, it means all kinds of cookies out across the counter and packaging them up and the gift tags and then delivering it. That's the real joy of the season, is to delight in blessing and surprising other people. So something small, whatever you want to do is to give a little gift. That's where the real celebration and the joy comes in the season, is just blessing others.
For sure. And I felt too, it wouldn't be an Ann book if there wasn't something about being grateful. So I love the grateful jar, and I know that's so significant to your heart.
I think, we've done this in all kinds of different ways. Mother's Day, Christmas, birthdays. Go ahead and write out what you're really grateful for about somebody. Tuck that into a jar and give it to that person. And that's a gift that keeps giving all year round, where they pull that out and say, oh, they remembered this memory about me. They remembered this. And we can go ahead and count all the ways that He loves us and the way we have poured ourselves out and loved other people and been a blessing. So this is a gift that gives over and over and over again. The feedback we've gotten that is, so many times people say, that's the best gift I was ever given.
Yeah, and it's something that, just invests, keeps going, that
And
spirit
really
of
cheap.
gratitude.
Go ahead in a jar and a little piece of paper, but it's pouring your heart out and
Yes.
giving your heart to somebody and say, thank you for being a gift and blessing me in so many ways. And they can go back and remember on those hard days, and we all have them,
Yes.
the hard days, oh, look, the Lord is working through my life and making me a gift too.
Yes, for sure. Well, I would have to say that, Ann, you are a
Oh,
gift.
and you, thank you,
You
for,
are a
for
gift.
caring so much about families,
Yes.
that this Christmas could go ahead and be the greatest Christmas.
Can, for sure. And families, I just encourage you to pick up this book. What you're going to be developing in your family over the Christmas season will be so significant. You'll just watch as the story of Jesus becomes part of your story, and just so significant. So you can go to our website at crossroads.ca to our e-store. You can pick up this book, and I just know that it's just going to just bless you this Christmas season. Thank you,
so
Ann.
much. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, you too.